Hold that thought. Hold that
Yeah.
thought. Cause we live. We live here. Y'all can already see we got a goodie, a Grady for this week. Y'all got my brother, the one, the only Tyrone O'Garro in the building. Former pro hooper, been the man. High level high school, high level college athlete. Again, pro hooper. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna talk some hoops today. So I want to get right into what you was just saying because that was actually going to be the jump off from what we're going to talk about. So and just spit that again. So you were saying that the top 10%. You re-break it down. You
But
said
just like
eloquent.
just like people that are in like 90th percentiles of college, right? Like meaning that they're like top 10%. There is no real difference between like the top 10% in talent, right? Like in this case, like academia, maybe basketball like is different, but really everybody else is really like a level playing field. So like if that same rule holds and translates to basketball,
Basketball.
if you are, let's say, first team in your conference, you can play in any conference. And like you see that like as of late, like what's the dude who went to Florida from Iona?
Walter Clayton. I agree. And then the topic that we're on is it in today's game, is it necessary to go to a Power Five school to have success? And my personal answer, I think, is no. I think we're seeing that. I think it's kind of more obvious than ever that's the case. And that brings up Ty's point in regards to if you're not in that 90th percentile or in that top 10% of the Power Five conferences, you're better off going to be the man somewhere else.
Yeah.
Message again to my young hoopers. Literally, don't go where you're liked, go where you're loved. There's going to be a bunch of places out there offering you a bunch of different gimmicks, a bunch of different things. And Ty, I know you can speak on it from your experience being recruited.
Yeah. 1,000%.
Yeah. But the biggest thing is not only going somewhere that you feel welcomed or invited, but where you will be able to thrive.
Yeah, and
So
like just like systems and opportunities, right? So you would much rather go to a team like where, and depending on like the type of player you are, like if you're a scorer, like you want to go to a program like where you might be featured. If you're all around guy, like you want to go to like a place like where like you'll get like a lot of closeouts based on like different action. Like if you're big, like you want to go to a place with good point guards, throw you lobs and things like that. But
and one thing that I hate with guys is that no one wants to acknowledge or ever, come around to is that some guys need to develop more. Yes, you were a good scorer in your Catholic league in Nebraska. Yes, you're a good player, but you're not ready to come and start and contribute on a Division I court. You need to go somewhere that you could develop. You go to the right school, you might be able to make a nice NBA roster, something like that.
Yeah, and like I think a lot of people would be surprised how good, I mean, like JUCOs are, like how good Division III, Division II, Division I
They're needed.
guys are. I mean, like you see now, like there's like a lot of Division II guys that are getting exposure at Division I. And it's just like, oh, I didn't know that what Division II produced players like this.
Because like all day, every day.
Right. It's just like we have this. Well, like Division II and III has a reputation that there aren't good players, but then like when you go overseas, you see a lot of D3 guys that outlast Division I guys in the Power Five conferences.
Legit, like,
because like they just work and they get better over time.
I love that. And that's a great segue into what I wanted to talk to. So I wanted you, reason why I felt like you would be a great guest in regards to this week's episode, I wanted to talk about the overseas game and, the growth of basketball as a whole. Mm-hmm. When it comes down to the college level, so let's forget it. Let's talk about the grassroots level to the college level to the NBA level. Yeah. You had the opportunity to play in several different countries, Argentina being the most formidable stint for you.
Yeah.
I just want to get your perspective. I'm going to start with this question. What is your perspective on the globalization of the game, and how do you think the globalization of the game is going to begin to expand over the next, call it, 10 to 15 years?
I mean, like, I think it's good. Like, when you think about a country like Argentina, like, they're known for soccer, but basketball has been taking a hold everywhere, right? From, like, Europe, East Asia, right? Everywhere. China's always been like a hot spot with like Mamba and everybody, right? And like everybody does their camps over there. I think it's good because it brings global attention to not only the game, but just like the culture. But I always would think that the U.S. will be home base in regards to culture.
Yeah. Okay.
And innovation, honestly.
I feel you on that. So what was the biggest thing for you that you noticed? You grew up your whole life playing in America, and then you go over, you play in Europe. People don't understand. They think it's the same game. Yes, it's the same game, but two completely different styles of play. What did you
Yeah.
learn, or what did that style of play teach you versus the American style?
So like it's more team centered, and the American game is team centered until the game is on the line, right? And then like you usually have your guy who gets the ball.
Yeah,
You go set them a screen, and even though the role might be there, you know that
that
guy
guy's
is
taking
gonna,
the shot.
exactly.
He's our
So
shooter.
that is the biggest difference, right? Some people might call that like the downside of American basketball, but I think that's also the biggest advantage. And you saw it in the gold game,
Mm.
right? So
Just go get a bucket.
controversial take, LeBron got them there, right?
I'm on it. We're gonna get to this. We're gonna get to our LeBron Jordan debate. We'll talk about that soon.
Right, but like LeBron got them there playing the overall floor game, and then it was KD and Steph, right, amongst others, right?
Yeah.
Because like D Book had a very good game, Bam had a very good game, right?
Played very well.
Right, but like everybody played their role, but Steph got to be, like just go get it. Like I mean, biggest game probably of. I don't want to say ever, but you know what I'm saying?
One of the biggest game in U.S. basketball history.
And like
100%,
my guy
100%.
is taking 1 foot push fade from about 25.
That shows you that why he's the chef. Why
Right,
he is the actual chef.
But only an American would do that.
Only in America. You're right. Only an American, and only American at that level will consider, because like you're saying, the European style of play.
I mean,
That's not happening.
Yeah, I mean, but like just would have the pure audacity and confidence to do that in that moment.
That's
Like,
interesting.
because down there is and like amongst like other places is well is like you're playing within the scheme in team basketball. So like they have like the secondary break Euro that we ran at.
Yeah.
back.
Oh yeah.
That's it. Like it's continuity.
Literally.
So we're gonna run this right as the shot clock runs down. The defense will get tired and we'll get a back door, right? Or we'll get the guard coming off the 45 screen. He'll get a shot, or we'll get the slip, or if they help, like we got the kick ahead to the corner.
But we're getting options. We're not just settling
Correct.
for the ride or die with this one shot.
Correct.
I love that, and that's why you see guys come out from Europe to America, call it again at any level, and people are like, they're so skilled, they're so refined, and it's like, no, they actually, yes, they are skilled, but there's no secret as to how they got here. They didn't just go and play pickup every day.
I don't like that
Stigma.
That label.
The label.
That they're so skilled because then like you kind of take away from the guys that are athletic. That's a skill. So if I take off from the free throw line, that's not pure athleticism, right? Because now I got to go over. I got to read, right? Like if he comes over as I'm in the air, do I go around him? Do I wrap it around?
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. That being an athlete is a skill set, but in terms of basketball, you have your pure athletes where it's like, you can't even dribble or shoot. You're literally just an athlete versus someone that you're saying who is I would consider that more of an acrobat, which I think being an acrobat is a skill, being able to contort your body certain ways and finish.
I mean, like I think about wings that way. So like me being a wing, right? And like I think the thing that separates the conferences, like as you're getting recruited, is can you make decisions. Right, repetitive decisions, the right reads at higher speeds, right, and really just react quicker and be stronger.
Yeah.
So like I think like that in itself is a skill.
No, that makes sense.
And I think like a lot of people undervalue that skill.
Okay, yeah, quick reactions, quick reads, and you know what? You know one skill that I think it goes unnoticed until you find someone that really has it. Great hands, soft hands on a big man.
Oh yeah.
People recognize it. And I know I'm getting a little off topic. People recognize it, but a big with soft hands, or just someone that you know when you throw them the ball, they're gonna catch it.
Yeah.
Bruh.
I mean, but those days are gone. Because
it's different.
Because now the 5 is a live threat and the 4 is in the corner.
That's just the way the floor is set up.
Because like we've adapted the European game or just like the international game.
So they didn't. Now you got me. I didn't even have this down, but now I gotta know. So our last 3 MVPs have been 5 technically. The last American MVP has been James Harden, but you had Giannis. What is it? Giannis back to back, Jokic back to back, and then Shea this past year.
Right.
Have we officially seen the changing of the guard where the best talent in the world comes from America?
No, we want to go, my boy.
But no, so with America will always have the best collection of talent.
Right.
But even when we won the gold, we didn't have the best players in the world. There were still Giannis, Nikola, and I would say with Giannis, Nikola, then Steph at that point in time. Now it's Giannis, Nikola, Shea Gilgeous. Now let's just say all 3 of them guys happen to come from one country that was proficient in a sport.
Correct.
I don't think we would be as fortunate to be as what he win as many gold medals as we have won.
Right.
Do you think that with the shift and all that, it's really going to be a change of the guard? I don't see another American MVP
So it's like
for 4 or 5 years.
yeah.
Unless Ant turns up, but I don't see another American MVP for a little while. Cooper Flag when he gets into his own.
I mean, but like the talent,
Jason Tatum.
right? Like the talent is still there, right? Like in regards to young American players. Like, I even look at old boy Mobley from Cleveland. Like I could see him getting a spot on like the Olympic roster. Then you got Donovan.
Okay.
Mitchell. So it's like a lot of young American talent, but for whatever reason, the media, in my opinion, just my opinion,
No.
pushes the globalization of the game, right? So like we got Shea, like where he's from Canada, but he got like he went to Cal Perry U, right?
Yeah,
and, you know what I'm saying, and like just tutelage from Chris Paul, right? So if you want to give it to Giannis and Jokic, you can, right? But in my opinion, like I think what's missing in different countries is just like the cultural aspect. Yeah. So like when you think about, and like I know that you probably got this later with Jordan and LeBron, these are cultural pieces, right? Like where everybody's going crazy in the 80s because like Jordan's hitting a shot, like everybody everywhere, right? It's like a cultural phenomenon where like Jokic and Giannis, the kids might like them, but they're not moving the culture that much. Like,
is this? Are we getting
a feedback?
We are, right?
Yeah.
You get that other one? My bad.
Nah, you good.
It's better now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because I was like, I felt like I was hearing that. Okay. No. But yeah. So I love that, and I'm still getting it though.
Yeah, a little feedback.
A little feedback, right? Why
is it the mic?
Feedback? Is it the mic? Is it? Do I gotta turn this off?
Bro, don't touch me. Doesn't matter, bro.
Oh no. Yeah. No. I'll wait to call him back.
Wait. What's that one?
What's this? Yeah. These are all these. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna turn off the speakers. That way you can't hear anything. Yeah. But yeah, no. So I think that's a great point in regards to the LeBron Jordan debate or debacle. I mean, to the globalization of the game. Let me not say the LeBron Jordan debate debacle. But then now I have on the flip side, I think this next generation, they're not going to have as many American basketball heroes as you think. For instance, if you go to a group of kids today and you ask them, who is Melo?
Right. They're going to say LaMelo.
They're going to say LaMelo Ball.
Yeah. But I just remember I still get chills.
Right. Like if you
Melo wilding like at the Garden. Yeah. No, that's true. But like also that says something about just the fallout of like the college game. Right, like if you remember going to Rutgers and like going to see Mike Rosario, like when Johnny Flynn hit the step crossing, banged it down.
And you think so? You think the college games would make you the star?
Yes, because like that's a storyline.
Yeah,
like that allows you to become a fan. Like I really thought I was gonna be Kevin Durant until I stopped that.
That was 6 and 5, right? No. But you're right. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you remember like LeVance Fields from like Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
Like you remember all of these things.
And that's the real biggies. The real biggies.
Right, and like you just have a dream of playing Division I basketball.
Yeah.
Because like that's what like in your mind at that time mattered because
that's
like the NBA felt so far away. And,
wasn't even you was focused on it, but it wasn't a reality. You saw real college hoopers every day.
Unless like you knew somebody that was in the NBA.
Eventually, as we got into college, I felt like it was a reality because I saw guys worked out with NBA guys. It's like, this is like not that far.
Yeah, right. Because like once you touch the competition, like okay, like
it's not that far from me.
Right.
Not that far.
Yeah, but like I think like that's the thing. Like even like LaMelo didn't go to college. Now, like there's been a shift away from like the amateurism. Or like the fanaticism of like college basketball, and it's just about like pay me. Which I understand. I get it. Oh.
No, I 100% get it. I 100% get it, and I always feel like NCAA did the right thing with the NIL, but eventually someone's gonna take advantage of it and mess it up. They're not gonna mess it up for everybody.
I mean, they have though.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
So like they just busted like 14 people. Or like there's been some arrests made on like gambling rings for college basketball. Oh yeah, I saw that jersey thing, right? And federal jersey got a little Joe. I don't know who,
His name's
But-
Little Joe. It's a
Okay,
Fairfield, New Jersey guy. I was reading an article yesterday. Crazy to think. Him, his sons, his grandsons, all are in on it. And yeah, they had Jersey athletes. They didn't disclose what sport or what they were doing, but they had them all in a ring. And I mean, I could say you sit there. People are like, I can't say what you would or wouldn't do. I could confidently say I would not gotten involved in a gambling ring. I could confidently say that. I was never worried about money that. Everyone's always worried about bread, but I was never worried about money that much, or never was that money hungry that I needed to go ahead and do illegal activity to solicit the bread. Nah, never.
You know, it's NIL has made it very interesting, and this kind of bleeds into like what we talked about, like off camera about like the Blue Bloods.
Yes.
And like I think like when you think about UNC, Duke, and Kentucky, the thing that made them like really good is like the cultural piece and aspect, right? Like you know, like my coaches haven't been a part of that dynasty for UNC. Like the one thing that bonded them together was just the camaraderie and like what they went through
Point
at
blank
UNC.
period.
But now with the NIL, right? Like you see like the cultural piece.
I'm off campus. I'm not even really around y'all until we get to the gym, and now it's just strictly business. I'm strictly here for business.
It is. It's like a semi-pro league.
It's a pro. It's not a semi.
It
It's a
is
pro
the G League.
It's no legitimately.
I mean, but like there's players from the G League that are going back to college to get paid.
But like, what would you? But like, think about it. Would you not? And then you don't have a degree, and it's like you telling me, oh wait, I'm getting this $80K, $90K a year, or for the 6 months that I'm in the G League. You telling me I could go to school, probably make double that, and get a degree? Wait, what?
So now like you got AJ going to BYU, but
Which
AJ's
is-
saying that he wants to be prepared for the pros.
So you telling me that's the only pro prepared coach?
What pro has come out of BYU?
No, the coach, the one guy, he was on a couple NBA stats. But you're right.
What coaches?
Yeah.
So you want to go to BYU?
Because of the coaching staff. That's what you tried to say. It was a very good media tour answer. Shout out to his PR. Very, very well trained. Very well trained in media.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason
He's
you
a
go
smart
to.
kid too.
Oh no, he's a
Young man. I don't want to
Come
call
on.
him a kid, but
Yeah, he's a kid. I used to think I wasn't a kid until I turned 30. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, no, you don't really know nothing.
I'm talking about 30,
Yeah,
and I'm
you
thinking,
don't
I'm
know
like,
nothing.
damn, I was 18, and you're a pup. Like, come on,
Nah,
you're 12 years old.
Like,
You're 12
you
years
ain't
old.
really been tested yet.
You're 12 years old. Like,
Nah,
come on,
but
he's a
yeah.
kid. He's a kid.
Bro, like the NIL, like while it's good, the players are getting paid for their name, image, and likeness. But like when you just think about, like I always talk about, like the cultural piece of basketball. Yeah.
It's going to be different. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you on that. So tell me this.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking about overseas, college,
Yeah.
game of basketball. Let's talk about two guys, one overseas, one who didn't go to college, and another one that did attend college.
Ooh.
So the debate, and this is what I really wanted to harp on for this episode. LeBron,
Okay.
Jordan.
Right.
That's been a debate going on forever for the longest time.
Yeah.
I think we're about 6 years away, 7 years away for that debate being over.
Oh, with Wemby.
I think Wemby is the answer.
It's cultural though. I mean, like.
You think that debate will always exist because no generation will ever give up their guys to go?
No, not even that though. But like when you think about.
Because I'm not giving up LeBron. I don't care.
But like when you think about Jordan, and like you think about older, right? Like that older generation that talks so passionately about Jordan, it's because it's the culture, it's the sneakers. It's again, right? Like people from Prince Street Projects telling me, "Yo, like we was watching the game and everybody came outside." Right? It's like you are like the best moments of that player's career is associated with, right, your childhood, your upbringing,
Memories, yeah.
right? Or like going back to school and like you get some ones, you get some threes, right? Like it's the cultural piece. Us being sponsored by Jordan in college, right? Or like what is like More Than the Game, like the documentary. For like LeBron, like wearing
Through the
shoes.
fire, yo, to see Bassey where he's at from Through the Fire to
That's
now.
a totally different conversation. Like which is wild.
We got it. We'll save that for the next time you want.
Yeah. I mean, but like, so like it's like a cultural piece. But like, what is the cultural link? At least here in America, right? And like we know historically, basketball culture is bred, and you talked about it in pickup on the black tops.
That's it.
There's no link tying Wemby from France to here in America, right? So like kids aren't gonna necessarily, and adults aren't gonna necessarily spend their hard-earned dollars,
Dollars,
right, to
American
patronize
dollars.
Wemby, right? Because like his biggest appeal is that he's an alien and like he's big and like he went to the Shiloh temples and did these.
Charlotte Monk, yeah, that was elite. My boy,
You know what I'm saying? Like
Xenon.
that's cool, that's great, but like an average 10-year-old, right? Like an average adult here in America.
So you saying that an average 10-year-old would put Steph Curry in a debate over Wemby right now?
Yeah. And like I think it also depends on like you know like who you are most alike. Like I talked about Kevin Durant. So like when I see KD, I just like the way he moves.
So that's your goal. So you talking about, and I'm talking about in a LeBron Jordan debate.
Yeah.
Greatest player, greatest being to ever grace the court. I get you saying it's a cultural thing, but you don't think that Wemby is going to push the button or try to push the narrative in his favor in that debate?
I mean,
I'm
like,
the greatest.
Like basketball, yeah. I mean, like he is. And honestly, like I don't even think like he's at his peak form yet because like he still is like learning how to play.
That's the spooky part. That's what I'm saying.
Like
6'7".
he's taking like less threes, right? But like to me, right? If you're gonna say that Wemby is the great, like you gotta pay homage to Kevin Durant because like a lot of these like tall freaks and like people being out on the wing at 6'11", that's KD.
Yeah.
But like again, when the Olympic team plays South Sudan. You just see the difference, right? Like it's like the cultural piece.
Yeah.
It's like KD is talking crazy at the free throw line mid free throw.
Talking nuts.
Right.
But does that make him goated? Like I feel like, you know what I feel like you're right. I feel like the GOAT is always going to have to be an American thing, unfortunately. Because I'm just thinking about it all the time. I don't even think they'll give Nikola Jokic his just dues when it's all said and done.
Because it's a cultural.
He's
piece.
ridiculous. He's
no.
ridiculous.
And I like he's one of the Europeans like I respect because like he plays both sides of the ball.
Bruh, he's ridiculous.
But
Giannis is unbelievable.
Yeah.
But they don't even get no pub.
Because it's a cultural piece.
They get no pub in the GOAT debate. That's crazy.
Because nobody's gonna go out and buy Giannis's. Great player.
The Greek Freaks. It's a good shoe.
Yeah, great.
Solid shoe. Like good team shoe. Good team shoe.
Right, but like what I'm saying, like when Paul George came out with his shoe, gone. Like when Kyrie was with Nike, gone. Because it's like a cultural piece.
So what I'm getting is they could potentially in a Hooper's eyes be better than LeBron. Wemby one day potentially could be better than LeBron or Jordan.
It's always gonna be
but he'll
about the people.
never be able to surpass them in a
It's
debate.
always gonna be about the people. Like what the people like. And like that's the thing that I think that the NBA is getting away from. Like what the people like. Like your main core audience.
Your bread and butter, yeah.
Right? Like for instance, like when you go play overseas, there's always a limit to how many Americans can be on the court.
Easy, yeah.
But here in America, like it's almost backwards now. Like you see more Americans in their prime going to like, bro, I would much rather watch Jabari Parker play in the ACB right now than watch an NBA team. Because like Jabari, Kendrick Nunn and all them, like culturally, like the way they move, the way they play, like that is like my area, like what I come from and like what I like to see. Like I don't want to see 6'11" shooting the corner three.
No, I don't.
At 37%.
So tell me this. No, 100%. So tell me this. Is the NBA a collection of the best specialists in the world or a collection of the best players in the world?
I think it's a collection of like players with the best agents.
That's it. You don't even think it's a group of the best specialists. It's all about connects.
Not. I mean,
and it goes back to that Malcolm Gladwell quote that you mentioned. Of course, the 90th percentile. So those guys in the top 10%.
Right.
Those gentlemen play in any league in the world.
Right.
But you're saying for the other 90% or the 10 percentile, whatever you want to call it, for lack of a better term, those other guys, those gentlemen are good agents, good connections.
Right.
It's basically a business at that point.
It is. And I mean, like, with the globalization of the game, right, like, you are seeing certain sets ran a certain style now. Again, like, we got, like, the Knicks are shooting 42% of their shots from three.
Just like, you could never...
ask people this all the time. If Steph is the best shooter in the world, in the history of the game, and Steph shoots 40%,
why is anyone trying to shoot over that, like... Why is anyone shooting over that many?
It's bad basketball, bro.
It's terrible.
And like people talk about analytics.
But you gotta blame Steph for that. Because he made people believe, and Steve Kerr, they made people believe that everyone has shooters and systems like that.
I don't think so. And so like that is the narrative that's pushed, right? For you to be successful, you have to be a good jump shooter. If the best shooter in the world shoots 40%, he's missing 6 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
Why are you shooting when you're not open? Like, why are you taking contested threes?
why are you shooting in excess of threes when, again, the best shooter in the world may shoot 7 a game, may shoot 8 a game?
But ironically, right, like we talk about like the Europeans and how they quote unquote skill. If you watch their league and like them play, the only time they're shooting is when they're wide open.
Because we're gap kick, screen roll, get in, kick out.
So, right, like why are certain players in the NBA outside of a collective few taking these shots when it's not your strength?
Mm.
You are a 6'7", 6'8" slasher. My brother, we
That's-
don't want to see you shoot 6
We
threes a
don't.
game.
That's not what we're here for. I get that. That's what you're.
If the scout is
told-
leave him open and you get a good shot and you're in rhythm, great.
God bless you.
Right. But I don't want to watch that.
I don't want to watch.
I don't, because a lot of people can't shoot, and that
No.
is
And a lot
okay.
of people want to shoot because they think that
That is okay.
That's a part of
like,
the-
everybody can't be the jump shooter.
no, and basketball was not designed like that. And again, I'm telling you, that is a Steph Curry thing. That is a turn of.
I don't think so.
No, maybe it's not Steph Curry. It's a small ball. It's small ball basketball.
Right.
It's really related all back to the Warriors dynasty.
Right, okay.
That small ball style and literally over accelerates the need to shoot threes because you realize you can score
That's
points
fair.
at a different rate, and and then these Europeans come over like you're saying that. Oh, you're telling me that so that instead of having, call it small ball, I could play small ball with a 6'10" stretch 4 that is basically a 3, but he could protect the rim, defend a bigger guy for me.
Yeah.
That changes the dynamic.
I
of the
mean,
game.
but that, to me, that 6'10" guy that's a 3 is Kevin Durant. Right? Like at like an elite level.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like somebody that's like 6'8", that's like a 3 that's playing the 4 is Harrison Barnes for Warriors,
Harry
right?
Barry, gotta love
Right.
Harry Barry.
But like what I'm saying, but like what he did in like in his prime, and I'm pretty sure he's still in his prime and playing well, like it's elite.
He's not his prime anymore,
But like just like a specialist, right?
yes. But Harrison Barnes is a little more than a specialist. He just happened to be on a championship team.
Right.
Like if he wasn't a guy that was on literally the dynasty,
Right.
the dynasty, I think Harrison Barnes is easier 2023 6 and 4
He
guy.
was.
Like he's a legit
was.
pro, like a legit pro.
But it's
No,
it's like hard to watch sometimes. Again, like I don't want to watch a game where half of the shots are threes. You're
it's
foul baiting.
different pace, a different style. Yeah, different pace and style. For
And
the game.
then, right, like people talk about skill, like the in-between game is gone. Like nobody has like any footwork. Before 6'5", 6'8", like in that range, like you had to be able to play in the post, you had to be able to play outside.
Do a little bit of everything.
It's gone. Like everybody just wants to be a guard.
No. So I love that. And I think that segues us again to the final topic, which is the one of the best one, and that's why I think this team is so good. The Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh, yeah.
So we haven't seen a lot of dynasties throughout our time. I could say I personally, dynasty wise, I've seen the Spurs
Right.
and the Warriors. Those are only 2 dynasties I
The
personally.
Lakers don't count.
Well, Lakers. Let me say this. I didn't see. I was.
We were
that
too
was
young, we were
that
too
was
young.
like that. That was I was 8 years old,
Yeah,
so
we were too
I
young.
watched the games,
We're
but
too
I
young.
didn't know what was
What was
going on.
going on? Yeah.
I didn't follow them regular season. So the 2 dynasties that I saw, the Spurs and the Golden State Warriors. I
Right.
can stamp that.
Right.
LeBron has some great runs, not dynasties.
Yeah, because he has some gaps.
Yeah, not dynasties. Do you think this Oklahoma City Thunder team, the way they're currently constructed, because they got everything they need,
Mhm.
do you think they are the next dynasty that we're going to see in the NBA?
2 things. The primary thing I think is health.
Oh, of course.
Right.
Health. You got to have health, and you
Yeah.
got to have guys that are going to sacrifice in order
Right.
to build the
And
dynasty.
then the second thing
is-
is that payroll.
that goddamn payroll.
Just to keep everybody together.
With that in the new collective bargaining, with that second apron where you got to keep guys within a certain amount of money before you hit the luxury tax, I think it's going to be damn near impossible to have a dynasty without someone taking the ultimate sacrifice, which none of these young fellas should do,
Right.
or 2, have when I say, and Sam Presti might be the guy, you have to have outstanding drafts where you're getting.
He's drafted.
No, he's drafted.
Like historically, like they
No,
drafted insane.
So that's what I'm saying.
Insanely.
If-
3
if-
MVPs.
which is Yeah,
Wait, KD win?
three MVPs. Yeah, 3 MVPs. No. They drafted insanely good. So I'm not saying that it can't happen, but that's one of the two things that have to happen. So for this Oklahoma City team, I think they have a legitimate shot because of the youth, and like we just said, because of the contract styles. These guys are all signed. There's no contract issues. There's no one leaving. Everyone's either on a rookie deal or they got the extension money and are just paid. That matters. They had to lose Hartenstein. No, they gained Hartenstein. Sorry, the Knicks lost Hartenstein. They gained Hartenstein, which was probably a championship type of pickup, and then traded for Caruso. I think those two moves made them.
Caruso was a big pickup.
Yeah, I think that those two moves made them championship caliber teams.
Caruso was a big pickup because he's a guy that's going to do everything and doesn't necessarily care about
scoring.
Because he's been in the league long enough that he just wants to win.
And Caruso will give you 25 if needed. He will get you 25, or he'll strap your best guy.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M, yeah, Texas A&M, and he made it good. Chopped his bones with the Lakers. He was really he pulled
on the team. Yeah.
He pulled Austin Reeves. Yo, random white guys that play basketball and go to the Lakers.
Hold on.
I'm telling you,
Austin was in Newark working out with Big Al.
Yo, that's
and like
crazy.
The same thing with like the other I don't even know his name. But he got like 42, like LaRocca or something like that. 40.
Oh, LaRavia, Jake LaRavia.
He was working out with Al.
Well, I ain't gonna. Al got the work. I ain't gonna lie. I worked out with Al a couple times with Miles.
Yeah,
I was like, oh yeah, Al got the work.
Nah, I mean, like it feels random because like where did Reeves go? Alabama.
Reeves was not Central Arkansas. Arkansas.
Yeah. I mean, but again, like you never heard of him.
No. Hell no. What? No idea when we got him.
But to me, like those are always the best guys. Like Paul George going to San Diego.
Paul George went to Fresno State.
Fresno.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Kawhi. My fault.
Kawhi San
going
Diego
to San Diego State.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's crazy. It's crazy that he went to San Diego State and then X amount of years later they make it to the Final Four with the old coach from I'm drawing a blank. Fisher. Jeez, I'm drawing a blank.
Nah,
I should know that as a sports guy.
Nah, that's fine.
But yeah, so the OKC, the legit dynasty.
They have an opportunity. I think they have a good coach. I think they have all the good pieces. It's just right. The health is like the main thing, and being healthy at the right time. Because like the regular season doesn't necessarily mean anything.
And we got two topics for the next time you won: Bassie and the devaluing of the regular season. Because that's a hot topic.
I mean, because like so like to me like that's because like in other leagues around the world you play once a week.
Yeah. No. The regular season is literally to make money. That's the reason they play these games is to make money. This is not the guys do not care about. Of course, you're a hooper, so you always want to hoop. Fans. That's what it's to make money. The regular season is for the fans. Legitimately.
Also, too, is like if in like the NBA is like unique, like in a sense, is that like okay, so like overseas, like you have like a good game on Saturday. I ain't gotta prove myself until next Saturday.
You have a good game Saturday. You are in the next city in 18 hours.
So it's like, how good are you if you can't do it again and again and again and again and again and again, right?
How good are you really?
Right.
If it's just if you get one and done it. Every dog has his day.
Right. And so like that's like the one thing I like about the NBA because like, I get it. I mean like you work a full-time job. I work a full-time job. You play it's like the ability to perform well, right? Go to sleep, erase it, and have to do the same thing over and over and over.
Like it never, just do it again like it never happened.
Right. I mean, but also on the flip side is to have a terrible game overseas and have to wait a week.
And the redemption. So now you anxious the whole week.
Right.
Oh.
And then like you like wondering, man, they gonna send me home.
I had a semi-bad game. I was scoring, but you don't realize sometimes teams don't want you for certain things.
Yes,
I'm coming down, pulling up in transition.
Yeah. No, they need you for that.
No, sir, we thought you was gonna come here and get rebounds and be a bully. I said, nah, fellas, that's not even
about, like that's another thing that like a lot of people don't understand is like unless you are like the top 40 scorers in the world, top 20 scorers in the world.
That's not what we called you here for.
You're not taking more than 4 dribbles and you're not getting over 10 shots.
Get a basket when you can get a basket, but that's not what we called you here for.
No.
That's not what we called you here for. That's hilarious.
But anyway, I digress. For like for like OKC, like I think it's health. Obviously, like health at the right time, and like those contracts. And 3 sprinkled in maybe 2B, 2A. There's like a little luck.
Oh no,
I mean, because like Shea
that's a
hit like
prerequisite.
some. I mean, like Shea hit some crazy shots. Like they got some crazy bounces last year. I mean, like nobody expected them to win, so like people are taking them a lot more seriously this year. So like everybody's gonna get, well, they're gonna get everybody's best shot.
Oh, 100%. They're 11-1 right now, so jeez.
Yeah, I mean, they what they got. They got 70 plus to go.
You're right. Yeah. No, right? It's a long season.
Long season. Like that's the beauty of it is that it's going to be a long season, and they got to prove themselves, and somebody has to dethrone them.
No.
And like
no, love. So yeah, we're gonna see it. Good thing is you're gonna be back on throughout the course of the season. So we're gonna jump back in some of these topics. Call it either the Debansa NIL debate. Call it.
I got a question for you.
OKC today. Yeah, please.
Do you like the NBA Cup?
You know what? I don't really get it. I don't really get it. It needs to. Unfortunately, it's gonna have to be a thing where it's gonna need to build its rapport of cup winners being championship winners, or get a more international fan base, because the cup is really an international thing. That's like in-season tournaments are such an international style of play. We don't do international tournaments in any type of American sports, so it's really a part of that's a part of the globalization topic of us. Yeah. I'm not a fan of it, but I think in the next 15 to 20 years, people are going to adopt it more as something that you rally around. Right? Oh, I'm going to an NBA Cup game tonight. Like it'll become more of a thing, but for now, it's not doing it for me. The color courts is cool on Friday nights and to see that, but right now, yeah, the NBA Cup ain't doing it for me. Not doing it for me. Nah. But I get it. I get what they're trying to do. I get the globalization. Because like you
talked about like the devaluing of the regular season, so now we have this thing that everybody's gonna play hard for.
And I think that was you have to try to figure out a educated solution to it, but you got guys have to care about it.
And like a revenue solution.
Of course. Never get another champion. Now, NBA Cup Finals is in Vegas. You're charging people nuts amount of money just to come watch a game that I'm not going to say is irrelevant because LA got a Cup championship. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of irrelevant because LA ended up...
got 500,000.
Was it 500,000?
Yeah.
500,000? Yeah. So call it 500,000, which is nice. Don't get me wrong. I'll play harder for a little 500K.
A little.
No. You know. Let me not say that. You're right, because it goes back to the 90th percentile. So not a little. So certain guys, that's what they're gonna make in a year. Mm. Of course, for me as a commoner, a civilian, sign me up for that.
Nobody would know if I got 500,000.
But for the guys that they want to see play, that 500,000 is like
means nothing. Yeah.
Not mean nothing. No. But it's not. I'm not gonna
put my
risk the rest of the season and my career for it. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a good first step.
Okay.
Good first step.
And this is a scaffolding question. Do you think, like, let's say like somebody has like a high ankle sprain or like a sore knee or like just like any part of their body is compromised, right? And like we just kind of just talked about the regular season, it matters, but like it necessarily doesn't. It matters for standings and home court advantage. But do you think that top players should like risk possibly the postseason for the regular season? So I think kind of like load management.
I agree with load management and situationally based. Mm-hmm. And let me say this. So as far as load management, I think one, guys need to take care of their bodies. Right. There's certain times, especially on back-to-backs, if you're not capable of performing at your best level,
back-to-backs are hard.
Or and everything is hard in life. So I don't like that excuse. But right. if you feel like, I legitimately have a tweaked calf or have a tweaked whatever, right. Me pushing it to this limit, yeah, we may win, but it's going to compromise me 2 weeks down the road.
Correct.
I 100% understand you resting. If you're just tired and sore,
now you got to play.
That's you signed up. We pay you millions of dollars to perform while you're tired and sore.
In college, go take an ice bath.
Yeah, right. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't get what they be doing, but I do get what they're doing because they're playing at the highest level. And then you're getting up, and people don't realize when you get all that in your body and then you hit elevation. Yeah, and like that's it just inflames more. The travel and all that aids in that.
And so like, I'll never forget. Like I got the call to go to Argentina, right? Random. And like, can you get to JFK by 7, brother? It was 1 p.m.
By 7.
1 p.m. Eastern Standard, right?
Gotta pack up the whole crib, man.
I'm working. I'm like, I gotta go home. Head down to North Brunswick to my pop crib, get everything. 14-hour flight from New York down to Buenos Aires. me not being really out the country for the first time, I didn't realize I crossed the equator. Right?
Yeah.
Earth tilt, so it's going closer to the sun. It's summer down there, my boy. I packed all winter clothes. I'm in there in a long sleeve, bro. It's about 101.
That's not crazy because you don't think that because you rarely go past the equator.
Well, I almost fell out, right? But like after the flight, I feel like kind of like how you're talking about is like you feel like swollen, right? Like you've been elevated,
Bro.
like you're traveling. So
Crazy.
like imagine playing Boston and then like you got to go play the Clippers on like a back to back.
Or even they wouldn't do a back-to-back like that. But for instance, let's say
Oklahoma
you played
City,
Boston,
right?
or no, you would say you did a Boston, and then you would go down to Charlotte, or to like Ohio. It'd be you keep it regional.
Yeah. I mean, still that's.
But still, that's a 2.5 hour flight, and you're catching the flight at 1 o'clock in the morning. So that means you're getting to sleep at 3.
Pattern is crazy, yeah.
And are you sleeping? Are you going to sleep? Am I going to sleep that night? No, I think I'm kind of a millionaire. I think I'm going to hang out when I land. That's what I think I'm going to do. Because I don't know. I don't have any control over myself.
Because you got to live too.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So no. What was the original question again? I just want to make sure that I'm quoting it correctly. It was
just like about the regular season and
the devaluing.
Like
Yes. Yeah. So that's what I was gonna say. So yeah. So I truthfully think the NBA Cup they tried their best. In doing it, and I think it's going to be more to the following generations. It's going to take one cup winner.
I don't think so.
I'm telling you, it's going to take a cup winner to win a chip and make it like a thing where like
so the reason
the
why
past
I say that is
5 cup winners have been.
I never forget, right? So my 3rd year in Argentina before COVID, we played the winner of the second league, right? They're in like the top league, so like we play them to like win this cup. Mm-hmm. We win a cup, right?
A cup, which is that's what
we go to Colombia, like we play in the tournament. We win all the games.
Yeah.
We come back to the league, we trash, right?
Yeah,
like,
just straight.
Nobody cares about the cup.
No,
nobody cares about the cup.
And that's what you got to get guys. They have to figure out how to make. They have to bring it around and then figure out how to get guys to care about the cup.
And I'll bring it all back. It's the cultural piece.
You think they got to get the fans to care about the cup first.
But again, if it's a foreign concept to the fans, right? I don't give a fuck about the cup.
I don't care. I'm worried about the
chip.
Larry. I want the Larry,
chip, right?
Larry. Okay,
know,
I like that, Todd.
Nah, so I mean, like I think a lot of people undervalue the cultural aspect of basketball.
I think it is. It pushes. It moves culture.
Like I talked about Melo, bro. Like when Melo had the 5.5 commercial, like we was walking through the projects in Baltimore, boy, I was down on Bruce Street.
Come on, like what are we talking about? Right, what are we talking about?
Nah,
here?
so it's like these people are like cultural icons, realistically.
Yeah,
Jordan's a cultural icon.
Not like they are. They are cultural icons in real life.
Yeah. I mean, so like
crazy.
certain people and like certain audiences.
But you're right.
Like,
Not to everyone, but
but
right.
So I mean, like when you think about like scoring, right? About Melo, right? Like you just, bro, like KD is insane, Bron is insane, but again, like these are cultural icons, cultural pieces, like within different pockets of America to like different communities and like in respect to basketball, even Bassie, like through the fire.
So don't give me.
Right?
This is a whole other. You're gonna get me on the tangent, and I'm looking to wrap this up. But that's it through the fire. Bassie, we love you. Come on, you change niggas' lives. All right, so. Boom. So we're here, cultural aspect, NBA, all that good stuff. What I really want to know, Ty, we talking about scorers, guys getting the basket, the culture, European, all that. Who are your top 5 scorers all time in the NBA? Top 5.
That's hard. I don't do
Top 5 scorers all time. You go, I'll go. Your top 5.
You gotta give it to Melo. Melo for me is one.
I'm going to say, all you need to do is name your 1 and then the other 4 in no particular order.
No particular order. I'll go KD after Melo. You got to throw the Chef in there.
The scorer, Chef in there? It's yours. Chef in the top 5?
I give it to him. You got to go James Harden, too. Okay, where am I at? 4?
Yep. Melo, KD, Chef, J Hard.
Yes, that's 4. I don't even know what the 5th one would be.
All his generation.
Like, just go get you a bucket. I don't even know. I don't even know if I have a 5th.
No 5th?
I don't know if I have a 5th.
Okay. And I did this on the spot. I didn't even give you time to think. So I know if you have time to think. I'm going to spit it back to you for time to think. I didn't think about this neither, but I'm going to go my top 5 scorers all time. My number 1 is LeBron.
Okay.
Best scorer all time to me. 2, KD. I'm gonna do mine in order. 2, KD. 3, I'm gonna have to go Kobe Bryant.
You got okay. Bean got to be in there.
Yeah. 4, I'm gonna go Carmelo. And then 5, I'm gonna have to do. It's either Jordan or T Mac for me. It's Jordan or Mac. I'm gonna do Mac because I know Jordan. People are like, no, Michael Jordan does. Relax. I'm gonna do T Mac just because I'm about to say because I'm a T Mac. I'm a T Mac. That's my dog. That's my dog.
Like, I'm a mellow guy.
Yeah. That's my dog. But that's something. I think LeBron's the greatest scorer. I think LeBron's the greatest player. There's no one. There's nothing Wemby can do. Because I'm not even getting to that. There's nothing Wemby can do to be better than LeBron.
So
nothing
what I was thinking about is like the way it looks.
How aesthetically pleasing. Oh no, so that's a different list. That's a different
because when
just getting the basket that's like pretty like I know I saw every 50. I saw every piece of that 50.
Game is so like
the way he just be snatching niggas in the midi. Like what?
So polished, it's almost boring to watch him.
No, it's like layup. Like mid range is a layup.
But like I say, it's boring because it's like he takes what the defense gives him. So like okay, like you playing back your hand down. I'm
literally just gonna right in your grill and I'm getting back.
James Harden shit is.
He's so smooth though. I never liked him as a point at first, but he's probably one of the best point guards of all time.
Bro, he 6'5", 6'6", do it all in OKC.
He had the big body,
and that's like what I was talking about, just like system. So like, he's in OKC playing the 3. Go to Houston is the man.
I don't know. That's just great. That goes back to the great drafting. It's like how do you draft those 3 guys in back to back without the number 1 pick? They did not have the number 1 pick.
Arizona State, Pac-12.
Not one of them were number 1 picks. You know that, right? Like they had to make a GM decision.
Nobody thinks that James Harden is going to be James Harden. And my controversial take is that the guys who people think are going to like pan out never pan out. It's always the guys who nobody thinks.
So it's the ones
and
that
that's
take
what I'm saying. James Pac-12 is a Big 5 conference.
Power 5, 100%.
Right.
Arizona State wasn't what you would consider a Power 5 team, but
right,
they were in a Power 5
conference. It's like nobody expects James Harden to be James Harden. People probably expect Russ to be Russ.
At UCLA, at the
right. KD, right? But it's just like
you get an all conference guy, like you said, that top 10%.
I think like there was the guy EJ. I can't pronounce his last name. I apologize, but he went from Sacred Heart to Tennessee.
I know EJ. Anu. Yeah. No, but that's new age, bro. I ain't gonna lie, yeah.
So like that's what I'm saying. Like and like he was killing it at NEC.
Yeah.
He goes to the Northeast and Southeast, bro.
It's still a Northeast Southeast conference.
And he's
for y'all don't know, that's Burger King,
Jamil Warney.
But Mill,
CAA.
Mill,
you know what I'm saying? But like,
no, it wasn't even. Mill was in America East with us. Mill was eating America East. No. He was at Stony Brook. And Stony Brook's now CAA.
Yeah.
Mill's in America East with us, and Mill he could have easily have left.
Bro,
but NIL wasn't a thing back then, so it's like I'm just leaving to go play basketball, potentially not be the man,
bro. That, bro. Like again, it's like the guys who are the guys. Dave Lowry, the guys who are the guys.
He's a bucket. I own a bucket.
Right, like even Aki, like the guys who
I
are
own
the guys
a
is
bucket.
gonna be.
I own a bucket, buddy. I was like,
damn.
I own a bucket.
Yeah, I forget my guy name from Manhattan. Bro, but like the guys are the guys.
You're gonna be a guy wherever you go.
No matter where you are, right? Like you know what I'm saying?
You're gonna be a guy.
Robert Morris was lucky enough when they beat Kentucky. No matter where you are, there you are, bro. Like
Bobby Moe eating like that is crazy. That's crazy.
Nah, bro. But
we can reminisce about this all day, man.
But
I love it.
I digress, bro. Like aesthetically pleasing scoring, bro. And like that's the thing that people don't realize. Basketball gotta look a certain way.
Oh, it has to.
Like your socks gotta be a certain length. Your shorts gotta be a certain length. You gotta wear the right shoe.
You got to.
The crossovers gotta look a certain. And that's the thing I don't like about overseas. They pass the ball like this.
No, which is weird. No, it's not. It's not basketball. And I get people talking about, no, it doesn't. No. Basketball has to be done a certain way. You need to be dressed and prepared a certain way. That's just how it goes. That's how if you want to be good. Now you can play it. You can play basketball any kind of way you choose. But in order to be good at it and to be successful as a team or as an individual, there are rules you have to follow to get there.
It gotta have a certain aesthetic. That's it. I'm done. That's my.
We're gonna break it down to them in the further joint. But all right, yo, we're gonna wrap this one up because I feel like this has been a Grady so far. So Ty, if you just had one word of advice to a young hooper out there, whether it's they're starting they're in high school, in college, overseas. One word of advice to them. What would you say?
One word of advice. Well, it's really two things for me. It's like pay attention to the economy around basketball, right? And two, right, your pace is the best pace. And play to your strengths, right? Play to your strengths, right? Like under the lights, and in the background, just work on your weaknesses, and you'll get wherever you want to go.
I love that. I love that. And for me, this is just going to be the message of the day. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. But if the numbers do start lying, make sure you find out the truth. That's been us today, episode 2 of the Chase the Game pod. And we out.